Okay, great morning, everyone. So I have to leave in just a few seconds to take my car down. Today, the Cosmic Gypsy is having all her fluids changed. So what's driving everything? Well, underneath of it, it's about our fortune, what's coming up and moving on, the fortune and moving on. And what's driving it is, it says that they have a new boo, new love, learning about each other, and flirtation, having flirtations while they're paranoid. Okay, while they're paranoid, cautious, insecure, guarded. And we are the community. We seem very aligned in a lot of ways. Let's find support within each other, okay? So, these ugly uglies in Congress need to come out of their paranoia, quit supporting little Christian Keebler Grinder Mike needs to open Congress. Rather than being in his paranoia, and this new boo, the new love, who knows what he's chasing after underneath all of this, flirting and the other things he's doing. Just saying. So the first thing that came out, this is about balance. We need to gain the balance, and they're still in fairyland, okay? So those in Congress, the wealthy, are still in fairyland. Let's face it, they're in the ozones. Okay? And right now, energy coming into it, they're gambling. And they need to have some discernment. Okay? They need to wake up to what's really there. Really, is this toxic orange buffoon worth going against all the people? Okay. So he's in the midst of the gamble because Keebler Christian Mike Johnson still has him on vacation, romancing that. Romancing Trump behind the scenes, has Congress out to lunch, refuses to call them into session. Trump's out there on vacay, okay, out there playing golf and doing whatever things he's going to do, doing the things he loves, out to lunch, doesn't give a rat's ass about people starving. And the challenge is love and making a decision out of love. He's raining on everybody's parade, okay? So that's their challenge, is to learn about love, making some decisions. Potential outcome, though, again, we get an awakening and renewal. So, coming up, we do have things to look forward to. This is going to, like I said, wake them up. We have got some, November 4th, there is some voting taking place, so we'll see what happens. Outside influences change, transformation, and this breakthrough, a breakthrough when it comes to change and transformation. So that's what's coming. What's coming is a breakthrough, awakening, renewal, okay? And the community coming together. More and more people are coming together. And the Republican side are still paranoid. They should be paranoid. with what they're doing, because they're going to lose their seats, okay? I don't know who this new boo is that's coming into the picture. But yeah, it says we need some balance because they're in fairyland. They're doing a big gamble. They need to get some discernment. They're out to lunch on vacation, romancing that. They need, the challenge is to find love, make good decisions. Make good decisions. Potential outcome is an awakening, okay, and change coming in. Renewal, breakthrough. So we've got good things on the horizon, but, you know, again, we need to just continue to pull together, and the Republicans need to come out of their delusion and quit taking their marching orders from this fool in the White House. Now they're starting to come around a bit, but we'll see. Now I'm going to grab a regular tarot deck, and we're going to do a clarifying read and see what it has to say about this. But they should be paranoid for the elections coming up, because it's going to wind up being a catastrophe for the Republicans. Blue wave, tsunami time coming in, because people, you know, little Christian grinder Mike Keebler Christian out there can keep pushing this narrative that, well, it's the you know, who's keeping it closed are the Democrats, because they refuse to capitulate to us and lay down. They refuse to lay down and let Trump walk all over them and take away health care. So it's all their fault. Blame the Democrats. Yeah. So let's look and see what we have. I think I haven't used these in a while. I'm going to go ahead and use this deck. And let's just see what it says, what's going on. Okay, so at the center of it all we have, yeah, out in the cold, people are feeling misery. I think Congress is feeling misery too. A lot of people. Okay? This is not good. This is not good. So the center, the misery that's going on out in the cold. Okay? And above it, we have this burden. This is tough. It's really tough for people. They're really struggling. Okay? They're struggling. Foundation is, yeah, their fake Christianity. Okay? The Keebler Christian there, Antichrist. They're anti-Christianity, which keeps people out in the cold. Okay? Puts burdens on them. What part of that is anything that Christ has said? Yeah, if you've got a dispute, starve your other people. Starve them out. Okay? Put leverage on them, starve them. We know that that's something that Christ always said. If there's a dispute, starve them out. Okay? So on one hand, we have, yeah, wanting justice, seeking justice for those that are hurting. Above it, the message about actions. We want to hear a message about actions, and that Justice Department is telling them you can't starve people, okay? Because this is affecting their whole world. This is affecting the whole world. We want justice, take action. Justice Department and judgment is there. Okay? Judgment is coming from the Justice Department and is telling them this is illegal. You can't just starve people out. The other side fighting for an action, charging forward to the courts for judgment. Above it, we have the pain, mental pain, physical pain, the burden, wanting to have some action, facing loss. Now their fake Christianity is affecting the world stage and facing loss. It's not going to bode well with people, okay? There will be new actions from judgment, charging forward due to the pain that they're facing, okay? A message about actions when it comes to loss and justice, with new actions and judgments coming. Okay, so underneath of it we have them, of course we have them trying to control the situation. For the wealthy, it's about what? More wealth. That's it. Trump is there. This is it. He's ruled by money, ruled by greed, putting out these messages, all based on, the desires and things that are happening. Okay, what makes him happy? But this is causing people to go within, to soul search, the hermit, because they see so many things are up in the air. And we're wanting to move to a better place, okay? Mentally, we're done with it. Out there, wanting to move this to a better place when it comes to what's being birthed in America. And there is, again, a new concrete happening that's going to take place that brings out justice, that brings out the truth. This is the real fight. This is the fighter. People fighting for truth, transformation, the divine feminine to come in. And the wheel is turning. When it comes to these restrictions that are being put on people, the restrictions and what we're building, we're going to have to work together, the worker bees, to build what we want. While we're in the midst of juggling this and dealing with those that all they see is wealth and power, okay? The 9 of Pentacles, it's all about wealth, power, ego, drama. And they need to wake up and come to some sort of compassion. We want the compassion. We want that. We want the true Christianity of love, taking care of others, all of that, versus the wealthy, which are ego and greed. So what's coming out is what's being hidden. What's being hidden, the high priestess, when it comes to Trumpenstein. Okay? He's doing all he can to hide the Epstein files, but we've got the evidences in hand. They do have the evidence. Okay? They do have the evidence, and he's still trying to get away with it because this has always been his life path. The Fool. And the 6 of Wands, this is the fight, the struggle that we're in. And again, charging forward, wanting truth, the Knight, fighting for truth. and trying to wake up the Republicans, the 10, waking up the Republicans, because everyone is embattled and it's time to put this to rest. Okay? Time to put this to rest. So the courts are out there fighting for justice. They're telling them you can't starve the people. Okay? And there's a lot of judgment coming down, new actions that are coming in place again, because this is mentally, physically stressing to everybody. Their whole world is impacted by this. So messages about actions and losses are coming out, and the burden of this fake Christianity that's going on. Okay, so a lot of stuff coming up. They're going to be losing when it comes to these upcoming elections, etc. And Trump may be out there on vacation playing golf, having big Halloween parties, thinking he's untouchable, but he's not. Okay, the tide is turning, and we're going to a better future. We've just got to get through this time and put out more protests and say we're not going to have kings and we're not going to have oligarchs. Okay, you guys are done. Okay, your time is coming up. As soon as the voting comes, guess where you're going? Okay, you wanted to continue to romance this orange buffoon. Well, you've made a really bad choice. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online, and I got to get headed out and take the Cosmic Gypsy down to have her serviced. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.